Hey people, welcome to another mock draft video where we're gonna do a mock draft, and this is my second mock draft. It is my 2004 mock draft 2.0. Now the first mock draft that I did without any trades. In this mock draft, we're gonna make some trades. All the rumors of trades that are supposed to be happening or they want to be happening. Because I heard a lot of what do you call it? I heard a lot of rumors that the Raiders want to trade up to get Drake May, but they have to get up to like probably the top 3 to get Drake May, and I even heard the Vikings might trade up into the top 5 to see if they can get their QB. So, yeah. And first, let's propose a trade. Where's the Bears? The Bears are gonna trade their pick a team and propose a trade. Okay. I don't know how this trade thing works. Am I doing this right? Okay, I did take a team. And then what? And then that? No. Okay. Propose a trade there. And propose to Raiders. Then yeah, it won't let me do it. I have no idea how to do this, guys. Let's not do it. It's not letting us do any trades. What is this? No. At which they let me propose a trade here. Like I said, let's just say we do make trades. Let's just say we do make trades. It seems like the Raiders have the 13th and the Vikings have the 11th. Let's just say the Vikings trade up to number 1 or number 2 with the Washington Redskins. You know the Vikings are gonna take Caleb Williams number 1. So that's okay. Why isn't this not letting me do anything? So okay. Okay. For some reason this is not working. Full report. No. What the? If you look like you got ad block on your off. Let's just do this. You know, Caleb Williams is gonna go number 1. Watch the Redskins. Let's say they do take a offensive tackle, because it seems like the Washington Redskins love Sam Howell, so they might start Sam Howell. But I think that's a big mistake. I'll give them Drake May. So 2 quarterbacks go in the first 2 picks. And now we're into the New England Patriots. I would give the New England Patriots Jaden Daniel. So in the top 3 pick, it's all quarterback. Now this is interesting. The Cardinals can take the best player on the board, and that best player is Marvin Harrison Jr. But they can also trade out of the 4th pick, though. And if the Vikings really love JJ McCarthy, they could trade up to the 4th pick. Let's just say they do. Then JJ McCarthy will be the next quarterback off the board if the Vikings trade up to number 4. We can't do the trade right now, but let's just say they trade with the Vikings, and Vikings take JJ McCarthy right there. So that means 4 quarterbacks go in the first 4 picks. Then now we got the San Diego Chargers. And that's very interesting. They do need offensive line, but they could take Marvin Harrison Jr. to help Justin Herbert, because Keenan Allen is getting up there in age, and they do need to replace Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams can't keep healthy, and the first round receiver that they took last year, it looks like he's a bust. So we're gonna give them Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the San Diego Superchargers. Now we're at the New York Giants. New York Giants need a lot of stuff, but they need offensive line help. So we're going to go with the best offensive line out there in Joe Otto from Notre Dame. Now we're at number 7 to the Tennessee Titans. Now the Tennessee Titans, they need a lot of stuff. They need a quarterback. They need offensive line. They need a running back, because Derrick Henry is not going to come back. They need a lot of stuff. And Mike Vrabel is not the coach anymore, so they have a new coach. But right here, I will give them maybe on defense. They need defensive help real bad, or edge rusher. But I'm going to give them an offensive line to protect Will Levis. Will Levis could be a good quarterback if if he has some blockers to help him out. So then we come to the Atlanta Falcons. Now this is interesting. Atlanta Falcons, they do need a quarterback. They don't need a tight end. They got Kyle Pitts. They have a number one receiver in Drake London. Then they drafted a running back last year in B.J. Robinson. Only thing they needed is a good quarterback, but the next best quarterback is, let's see, the next good quarterback is Bo Nix. And I don't think Bo Nix is worthy of going number 8. Yeah, he's not going to go number 8. So maybe some kind of a defensive player. I'll get the Dallas Turner, the edge rusher out of Alabama. And then we're back to the Chicago Bears. They did take Caleb Williams with the number 1 pick, and they're going to trade away Justin Fields is going to be traded, so they do take Caleb Williams here. Now with the 9th pick, they need to protect or get them another wide receiver to go along with DJ Moore. DJ Moore is the number 1 receiver, but he needs another target. And the Bears do not need a tight end because they already have a good tight end. They could use another receiver or a defensive player or a offensive lineman to protect Caleb Williams. So with the 9th overall pick, I'm taking J.C. Latta Ram out of Alabama, the offensive line from Alabama. Now we come to the New York Jets. New York Jets have a number 1 receiver. They have a number 1 running back. Aaron Rodgers might be coming back. And they need to protect Aaron Rodgers. They already have a good defense, so they don't need no more defensive players. It's all about offense. So with the 10th overall pick, they're going to take Texas City Gay guy. I might be butchering his name bad, but yeah. They are going to take the offensive tackle out of Oregon State. And now we come to the Denver Broncos. No. We are at the Minnesota Vikings. But earlier we said that Minnesota and the Cardinals traded. So actually the Minnesota is number 4, and they get JJ McCarthy at number 4. So at number 11, that's gonna be the Arizona Cardinals pick at number 4. At number 11, it's gonna be the Arizona Cardinals because they traded with the with the Minnesota Vikings getting J.J. McCarthy. And now Arizona is at number 11, and they are going to get more defensive help. I am going to draft Arnold, the cornerback out of Alabama, for the Arizona Cardinals. They need defensive help bad. Now we're to the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos need a lot of work. I don't think they're going to bring Russell Wilson back, so they do need a quarterback here. But, like I said, Bo Nix is a little bit of a reach in the top 15. So, if we're here, let's look at the other team. Other team behind them, yes, the Raiders do need a quarterback also, but I don't see them trading a lot of Falcons. They might be willing to trade with the Broncos and get them a nice tight end here. So, and they're only going up 2 spots. So, there's going to be another trade here. Saints are going to trade with the Broncos, and the Saints are going to move up to 12 to draft the Brock Bryers tight end out of Tennessee right there. And then we're at the 13th spot, and that's the Oakland Raiders. Raiders need probably more defensive help. They do need offense too, but we're gonna go with defense, and we are gonna give them probably one of the best pass rushers on the board at number 12, Laiatu Ta'atu. Laiatu Ta'atu at number 13 to Raiders. That's where he goes. And now this is where the Broncos pick. Because like I said earlier, Broncos traded down 2 spots with the Saints, and the Saints moved up to the 12th spot. So the Saints take Brock Bryers, the tight end out of Tennessee, and now the Broncos are at number 14. At number 14, they might take a shot. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna give Bo Nix. Bo Nix is gonna be a Denver Bronco quarterback. Now, at 15, we have the Colts. So they did draft Richardson last year in the first round, their rookie quarterback. They do have Brian Pimpton Jr. They do not need a running back. They could use a second receiver. They could also use a defensive tackle, safety, and an edge rusher. But for this 2.0, I'm just going to slot in the receiver out of LSU, Malik Neighbors, out of LSU receiver is going to the Colts. So here we go. There goes the Colts. Now we have the Seattle Seahawks at number 16. Right here, they still have Geno Smith, but they could use a backup quarterback. But it's still early in the first round to take a quarterback at number 16. They they have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jay. So they're already good at receiver. They don't need no more receiver. They could use a pass rusher on defense, but let's hold on to that. But they could use another corner. So the best corner up here is Quentin Mitchell out of Turtle. Am I saying that right? So the cornerback is going number 16 to the Seattle Seahawks. Now we're at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, what a letdown season the Jaguars had. What a letdown season Jag had in 2023. It looks like Trevor Lawrence is that guy, but he needs help. He needs help. And he needs receivers. So I'm going to give him the best receiver on the board is Romeo Odunze out of Washington. So there we go. Next is the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, they had a letdown season 2. But I understand because, Joe Burrow did get hurt this season. So, and Tyler Boyd looks like he's not going to be there anymore, Tyler Boyd. But they do need offensive tackle help and cornerback position. But in my draft, they're going to take Keon Coleman out of Florida State, the receiver, to replace Tyler Boyd. Now we're at the Rams. The Rams, they don't need no more receivers because they already have Cooper Kupp and Puka. But this defense could use a little bit more help. And right here, perfect edge rusher, Jared Perez out of Florida State is going to be drafted by the LA Rams right here. Now the next pick is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sure they might not need a QB. So if you want to protect your QB, you need to get some nice offensive help. And at pick 20, there's one good offensive center, and his name is Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon, and he is going to be a new Pittsburgh Steelers at number 20. And the next pick we have is at number 21, and that is the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins need help in the secondary. They need help in the offensive line. They need another receiver. So at this point, I do like Cooper DeJean, safety out of Iowa State, and they just did release Xavier, one of their cornerbacks. So to replace that guy, I'm going to get the Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. They pick a cornerback. At number 22, it is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Philadelphia Eagles is a tricky pick. They don't need much. They made the Super Bowl last year, and they just had a down year last year. Because they were in the Super Bowl the year prior. So, but that defense is getting a little old, and they do need help on the defense. They do need pass rushers, or corners, or safeties, or running back. But I think it's a little too high to take a running back here. So with this pick, I am going to give them a corner. Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama. He's going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles, Kool-Aid. And now we come to number 23, and a shocking team to make the playoff and win a playoff game with a rookie quarterback. To build on last year's playoff team, they're not the Texans are not that bad. All they need is an edge rusher. They need an edge rusher to go with Will Anderson. Anderson was a beast in the middle of that defense. They need an edge rusher. So with that edge rusher at 23, they're going to draft Chop Robinson out of Penn State, the edge rusher. And here we go. The Penn State guy goes to Houston Texans. Get that. Now we come to the Dallas Cowboys. So how about them Cowboys? Yeah, they really need bigger defensive tackles, and they also need big linebackers. But you can get linebackers in the second and third round. So we're not gonna go with linebacker here. We are gonna go with a defensive tackle though. But I'm not sure who would be a good fit with the Cowboys. I'm more interested in Brian Murphy the second here, but Jair Zane Newton out of Iowa, he's a better run stuffer. But yeah, I'm gonna give them a bit more of an athletic defensive tackle. So that'll be Brian Murphy the second, and he is going to be a Cowboy. Now we come to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, huh? Right here. This is kind of difficult because they do need cornerback. They need safety help. We're at number 25 though, and there is a safety up here, Cooper DeJean, but I like the guy out of Florida State, Cameron Kitchen. So we are gonna go with Cameron Kitchens here for the Green Bay Packers. Now we come to the what is that? Yeah, that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you remember, I had Bo Nix going to the Buccaneers in my first mock draft, but Bo Nix has already gone to the Denver Broncos of all the teams. So now we're just gonna help. We're gonna help Baker Mayfield out and give him another safety, another receiver at LSU, and that'll be Brian Thompson Jr. Going to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Because, Tampa Bay Bucks, they might lose Mike Evans, so they need to replace. They might have to replace Mike Evans. So now we come to the second pick for the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals already made a trade with the Minnesota Vikings. So Minnesota took JJ McCarthy at number 4, Minnesota Vikings. And then the Cardinals took Terrence Arnold, the cornerback from Alabama. And now, after taking the corner out of Alabama, Cardinals are going to help the offensive line to protect Kyler Murray and get Mims out of Georgia. Is going to Arizona Cardinals. Buffalo is next up, and they do need to protect Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen was getting murdered back there behind that line, but that's not what they need. They do need to replace another edge rush, but there's no edge rusher, but they do need a defensive tackle also. So Jair Newton is going to the Buffalo Bills out of Iowa. He's slotted in there. And we come to the Lions, and the Lions, they don't need a lot, but they do need an offensive guard, and there is an offensive guard out here in Graham Barton out of Duke, so he's going there. Yeah, Graham Barton. There we go. And why are they not letting me? They're not letting me pick here. Anyway, we are at the number 20. No, we're at the 30th spot with the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens need an edge rusher, a running back, because they're going to lose all those running backs. They need a wide receiver, and they need offensive guard also. So there is an offensive tackle here, but I think that's a reach. Let's see if there's any running backs worthy of going to the the Ravens. And there's no Ravens in there, so they do need a receiver, so let's go with Mitchell out of Texas. Okay, so here we go. Mitchell is going to the Texans, And now the two teams that made the Super Bowl are left. And we come to the San Francisco 49ers. Niners, they it looked like they should have won that Super Bowl against the Chiefs, but that overtime loss, ooh, that was brutal. So they might need another offensive tackle or offensive guard help. Because they're losing some of their offensive line pieces so to get more depth. And Trent Williams is not getting any younger, he's getting a little older. So let's replace Trent Williams with Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma. And that's a great value at that pick. And now we come to the 32nd pick, the last pick in the first round, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs need receiver help, offensive tackle help, linebacker help, defensive tackle help, and a corner help. You really want to protect Patrick Mahomes. So I'll give them Troy 510 you out of Washington. So this is the result of my draft in the first round. Like I said, the Bears take Caleb Williams and they're going to trade Justin Fields away. And the Washington Redskins needed a QB, so I gave them Drake May. And at number 3, the Patriots need a new quarterback. They're getting Jared Daniels. And then we got our first trade of the draft. It says the Cardinals are here at number 4, but it's really the Minnesota Vikings moving up to number 4 to take JJ McCarthy. And then with the 5th overall pick, the Los Angeles Chargers, they need to replace some receivers. So right here, I gave them Marvin Harrison Jr. That'd be a great fit for the Chargers. And at number 6, the New York Giants, they needed a lot of pieces, but they also need offensive line help to protect any quarterback or any running back behind the offensive line. So I gave them Joe Alto out of the offensive tackle out of Notre Dame at number 6, so that's great. And then at number 7 is the Tennessee Titans. They also needed a lot of pieces, but they do have Will Levis, so they need to protect Will Levis. So they're going to draft like an offensive tackle out of Penn State right there. Now at number 8, we come to the Atlanta Falcons. And Falcons need a QB, but they also need defensive help. So at number 8, I gave them an edge rusher in Dallas Turner. And then the second pick of Chicago in the first round, they took Caleb Williams with the number 1 pick. So they do need to protect Caleb Williams. That's why they drafted J.C. Latham out of Alabama, the offensive tackle. After that, it is the New York Jets, and Aaron Rodgers is coming back, and that the offensive line is horrible. So they need to fix that offensive line. So they're taking the offensive tackle out of Oregon State. Tesla Fuega. I know I'm pushing that. So at number 11, it says it's the Minnesota Vikings, but it's really the Arizona Cardinals at number 11 because they traded with each other. So at number 11, the Arizona Cardinals takes Terrence Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. And that's great. And then we had another trade with the Broncos. Broncos traded with the New Orleans Saints. So New Orleans Saints move up 2 spots to number 12, and they take Brock Bowers, the tight end out of Georgia. So that means the Broncos are at number 14. But with the 13th pick, the Las Vegas Raiders, they needed a quarterback, but Bo Nix is not a good fit for the Raiders. So because of that, the Raiders are going to take an edge rusher and lay two out of UCLA edge rusher. And now we come to the Denver Broncos at number 14. Russell Wilson is not going to come back, so we gave them Bo Nix out of Oregon, the QB. Then we come to number 15, to the Indianapolis Colts. And the reason why I gave them a wide receiver here is they do have Michael Pittman Jr., but he needs another complimentary receiver on the other end. And last year there was flashes of other receivers that might have stepped up, but they got hurt. But they need to help Richardson on offense, so that's why I gave them Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver out of LSU. Then we come to number 16, and the Seattle Seahawks need depth and corner help, so they're getting Quinton Mitchell out of Purdue. I never heard of that college before, but Quinton Mitchell is going there. And you can see the rest of the draft picks. That's what I think's gonna happen with this. So yeah, guys. That is my mock draft for my second 2.0 mock draft. So yeah. If you guys have anything to say about this and which players I picked to go to which team, I would love to hear your feedback. That'd be great. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I do work hard to get these videos out for you guys. So every Monday I'm gonna have a mock draft until we have a real draft coming. So, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up on this video. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love for you guys to subscribe, because that would help me a lot. It'll help me out a bunch. And if you're a subscriber already, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. And like I always end everything on, be safe, stay positive, and always go Pack Go. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, you have a great one. Bye bye. Peace. I am out. Holla. Bye bye.